It is the top of the year, and you've probably already identified what your New Year's resolution is going to be. But how do we make sure that you actually stick with it for the entire year and not fall off before we even hit March? Here is the reason that most people fail at maintaining their goals for the entire length of the year. And that is because they are not spending enough time actually sitting down and preparing to implement the goal and integrate it into their day-to-day life. Instead, they wake up on January 1 and they think to themselves, yes, I'm going to go to the gym every day and I'm going to start eating better. And maybe they start to get on a little bit of a routine and schedule January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Maybe they miss a day, they go on the 7th. But eventually, they start to fall off and they go less and less frequently. And that is because they did not sit down and think about, what do I actually need to do to make this goal sustainable? There are 3 things that you need to think about when preparing for your New Year's resolution or your goals in general. And that is skills, tools, and time. So if I am someone who wants to start going to the gym, but it's not part of my regular routine, I need to make sure I have the skills involved. I need to understand how to actually do the workout. If my workout involves weight training, I need to understand how to lift the weights. If I want to start taking workout classes, I need to understand what is needed from me in order to actually participate in the workout class. I need the time. I need it blocked off on my calendar when I'm actually going to be going to the gym. If it's not blocked off, it's probably not going to happen. And I need the tools. So in this case, it might be that I need workout clothes, I need sneakers, I need a gym membership. That's how simple it is. But most people are not willing to sit down and actually lay this out to create the foundation that they need in order to achieve long-term success. Let's use the same example for someone who wants to start cooking more meals at home. Maybe you order out a lot and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I want to be healthier, I want to cook more. You need skills. You need cooking skills. If you don't know how to use an oven or a stove, or you don't understand how to cook basic things like eggs or a chicken, or maybe you want to make something a little bit more sophisticated, you need to actually learn those skills. You need the time. You need the time to go grocery shopping, and you need the time to cook. Because as we all know, cooking good quality meals does not happen out of thin air. And lastly, you need the tools. You need the food. You need the pots and pans, you need the spatulas, you need the oven, you need the stove, you need the actual tools that are involved in cooking the meal. People get really excited about their New Year's resolutions, and it's a great thing. They feel like there's a clean slate. It's January 1. We're not all deep into the year where it's hard to start new things. Although you can have a New Year's resolution at any time of the year, which I think is personally the best way to do things. But when people lose steam, they get discouraged. And it's one of those things where they go, oh, well, forget about it. I already messed up a million times. I might as well not continue. But that's not going to help you get where you want to be. It's going to make things just more delayed, and you're not actually going to ever achieve your goals. But I promise you, if you spend the time in the beginning of the year actually laying out what are the skills, tools, and time that I need in order to implement and integrate this goal into my life, you will be more successful in maintaining your goal long term. And also make sure that your goals are realistic, that they are aligned with who you want to be, with your values and your long-term vision. And if that's something that you're thinking about, go back to my video earlier on in my YouTube channel, where I talk about why you might be failing at your goals. And I talk about how selecting your goals for yourself needs to come from a place of self-love and not self-loathing. And they have to be aligned with your values and your vision for yourself. So if you are someone who gets very excited about New Year's resolutions, but you find that you can never keep them, I want you to spend some time sitting down and really outlining these things before you get started, even if it means delaying your start date. And if you ever have any struggles with it, feel free to always reach out to me. I offer coaching sessions around this with a lot of other brain-based tools and tips to help people be able to increase energy, increase focus, and be able to follow through on their goals. If you like this content, definitely subscribe and comment below on what else you'd like to see on my YouTube channel. And of course, Happy New Year. I am wishing you a wonderful 2026 filled with so much accomplishment.